A Greek Army Apache helicopter crashed into the Aegean for reasons unknown while taking part in 2016 exercise. This video has something that'll make you love flying even more. Get ready for a journey through the skies where we'll witness the most incredible moments in aviation. Some of these stories end in miraculous survival, while others leave behind painful memories and lessons carved into aviation history. During a landing in 2009 at Kandahar airfield, a RAF Harrier slammed into the ground, causing the aircraft to burst into flames. The pilot managed to control the aircraft until the very last minute before he had to eject. A Fair-35 fighter jet crashes at Alaska's Eielson Air Force Base. Glad the pilot survives. A clear visual of the incident in Vancouver's Cole Harbour near Stanley Park. Oh my, air show disaster in Ukraine. On February 1, 2025, a plane crashed in Philadelphia shortly after takeoff from Philadelphia's executive airport. On September 20, 2016, a helicopter crashed into the sea during a training flight. The two crew members survived without injury. A Mirage 2000 fighter plane of the Indian Air Force crashed near a village. On February 10, 2025, a plane that was owned by Motley Crue frontman Vince Neil crashed, but Neil was not on board. It happened at Barton Aerodrome, Manchester, on July 21, 1996. A plane burst tire during takeoff from Rued Nous Airport in Algeria, damaging one of its propellers. Footage shows a jet leaving the runway at Ubatuba Airport, Brazil. A banner plane crashed on a street in Hollywood, Florida. Oops, just not enough speed and too much weight. On June 27, 2016, about 2 hours into a flight from Singapore to Milan, Italy, the aircraft was returning to Changi Airport for safety reasons. The plane was heavily damaged, but the pilots walked away. That's what happens when you drink vodka before a flight, haha. A bird strike sparked an engine fire on a plane shortly after it took off on April 23, 2023 from an Ohio airport.
Yeah, it's flaming.
A World War II-era biplane flipped over upon landing at Reagan National Airport, Virginia. 24. Indian Air Force LCA Tejas fighter crashed in Jaisalmer, India. Pilot successfully ejects. Looks like the Lima Airport Tower failed to control the traffic on the runway as fire trucks and airplanes collided. It happened at Maho Beach, St. Martin, Princess Juliana International Airport. Trigana Air 7 37500 evacuated at Jayapura Sentani Airport, Indonesia, after flames appeared in its left engine during taxi.
Hampir kami kecelakaan pesawat di Bandara Sentani. Kebetulan saya
Great job by the crew to abort the takeoff. A plane crashed near San Diego. The moment a plane and helicopter collided over the Potomac River, Maryland, on January 29, 2020. A Martin Mars flying boat landed in Lake Pleasant on its way to retirement at the Pima Air and Space Museum. On September 2, 1995, a British aerospace Nimrod crashed due to a combination of low airspeed and G-force squat, causing the port wing to drop and bank. On November 12, 2023, an Aero L-29 Delphin plane owned by a businessman crashed. Pilot lands his plane after losing power, narrowly missing houses and trees. At around 11:30 AM on September 24, 2016, a light plane crashed at Hansong University Airport. On September 18, 2016, at the 2016 National Championship Air Races, two aircraft collided during the start of the International Formula One Gold Race.
Tom! You okay? Back off!
Footage from inside the wrecked plane who caught fire at Tokyo International Airport, Japan on January 2, 2024. The aircraft clipped a power line, and as a result of the accident, hundreds of homes are out of power. An Italian Typhoon has crashed into the sea while performing its display during an airshow.
Oh my God, it's on fire!
Engine fire on Atlas Air Boeing 747, departing from Miami Airport tonight. Flight circled back and landed a few minutes later.
They're doing an emergency. Oh. No, it's still doing it. It's still doing it.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, it did.
Oh my God.
Oh my Lord.
Plane door bursts open mid-flight, forcing the aircraft to make an emergency landing. In 2018, US Bangla Airlines Flight 211 crashed attempting to land. Factors leading to incidents such as captain's stress, lack of CRM, fatigue, training, others. The USAF F-16 crashed during a training mission at Osan Air Base in South Korea on May 2, 2023. A small plane crashed on landing at a private airstrip. A private jet crashed into homes in a Buenos Aires suburb, Argentina. During the race, the aircraft experienced a structural failure, causing it to crash.
We gotta get out of here.
An airplane crashed during an airshow at Chernoye Airfield in Moscow.
Надо уматывать отсюда, подальше.
Multiple angle vantage of skydivers being dumped out of a plane during an actual plane collision. On April 24, 1988, a plane crashed during a performance at the Marine Corps Air Station. In 2002, a Sukhoi Su-27 fighter crashed during an airshow at Lviv, Ukraine. A small aircraft crashed through the roof of a commercial building in Fullerton, California.
The Avon, a remarkable engine, the Rolls-Royce Avon. Imminent in the atmosphere. For the first time, we've seen some cloud forming off the wings. Ooh.
A plane crashed during the Shoreham Air Show on August 22, 2015.
Those of you
This was a pilot mistake when he was flying backward and then he lowered the nose down a little.
А чё автобус попёр туда, блин?
A T-28 Trojan plane made in 1951 crashed on an aviation show on September 11th, 2023.
How's that?
Evidently, the Taliban's flight training on abandoned US Black Hawks hasn't been going so well.
It's actually taxable, and I'm worried about that.
It occurred on October 19th, 2019. During landing, the plane broke the landing gear, rolled off the runway onto the grass. No injuries reported. A firefighter helicopter crashed after flying too close to a building in Brazil. This slap, though a bit harsh treatment, would stay etched on his memory screen, thus quite an essential dosage. The copter landed in a deep ditch below the helipad. A Mi-26 helicopter crashed into the snow-covered ground while attempting to land in Russia. Canadian snowboarders Canadair crashed. The pilot ejected.
What?
He just crashed.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
No.
I never had this happen.
Oh no.
Lunch. Something wrong. Yeah.
well.
I'm still waiting for an explanation from someone else. Who knows about that?
On the side of the road so you can see.
A helicopter collided with a radio tower in Houston, Texas.
Nigga, that helicopter.
Oh, looks like that plane hit a rural power line.
Não vamos ter luz.
Boeing Dreamlifter wheel comes loose while plane takes off from airport in Italy.
Whoa, flippin' heck.
As passengers exited the plane, a woman who was still on board became anxious and opened the emergency exit and climbed onto the wing. This plane needs an Oscar. When transporting climbers who climbed the Ismoil Somoni Peak in Tajikistan, the helicopter made a hard landing in the lower reaches of the Fortambai Glacier. The Mi-8 helicopter crashed while carrying out the mission of rescuing paragliders. A plane crashed at an airshow in Ramstein, Germany. On June 28, 2022, the pilot departed, and about 3 minutes into the flight, he elected to return to his departure airport due to weather. Both crew members have successfully ejected. An Aeroflot Flight 1492 made an emergency landing on 5 May 2019 at Sheremetyevo Airport. plane crashed at the Reno Air Races on September 19, 2022. This behind-the-scenes footage of a real 747 in Tenet to avoid using CGI.
It's not stopping. Oh my gosh. Dude, that is badass.
Holy moly.
Dude, it hit all the truss and everything.
Knowing his landing gear was going to fail, a pilot circled the North Perry Airport for 45 minutes before making an emergency landing. The Su-30 was on a training mission when it crashed.
Ой, божечки, ой, божечки.
The airplane was practicing flight in preparation for an airshow route.
Oh my god, I am. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Florida man crashes plane into the bay off Miami Beach. Pilot is okay. In 2022, two Zlin Z 526 planes collided mid-air during an airshow in Germany. The motor on the gyroplane lost power right after the takeoff, so the pilot had to make an emergency landing.